stayed through, you took some notes, and I know that the way you have paid attention, you're also going to practice. Everyone, let's go to the comment section and celebrate ourselves. Let's celebrate ourselves. Let's celebrate ourselves for paying attention, for being available, and for learning. The parts that I was smiling. I'm like, wow, we really captured it this far. There was somebody who was sharing about the parts of emotion parts. I'm like, we really got this. In case if you're thinking we're speaking Spanish or Japanese, please go and watch the replay of yesterday's session. So let us also celebrate the anchor person, Engineer Bob Mano, for doing an amazing job. Ladies and gentlemen, we are diving in this morning to talk about 5 keys to handling objection. Yesterday was about what really is objection, handling objection, understanding objection. Before you handle something, you need to understand what is this thing. Now we know what objection is and objection is not. We said objection is not rejection. Objection is not the end of the road. Objection is even a signal to say there is a door. If you knock harder, you will get to that door. The part that excites me from yesterday's session was when we talk about the fact that if you understand objection and learn and master how to handle objection, it will put you in a place where you finish and somebody did not throw an objection. You're like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure I did a good job? Whether the person sign up or not, you're like asking yourself, are you sure this person is going to last? Because the idea is that if that person didn't get as much clarity as possible, any single breeze, any single wind can really blow them off. So congratulations to everyone, and let's dive into the 5 keys to handle objection. Are you ready? If you're ready, go to the comment section and type, I am ready, I am ready, I am ready. Thank you, thank you. I can see your comments pouring in. Fantastic. So what are the 5 keys to handle objection? It is very, very simple. Now, handling objection, you need to first of all understand our goal. And what is our goal? Our goal as network marketers is to educate a prospect to the point where they can understand. And when they understand what happened, they are able to take a decision. Educate a prospect to the point that they can understand. And when they understand, they are able to make a decision, right? Go and type in on the comment section, education, understanding, and decision. Educate them to the point where they understand what we're doing. And when they understand what we're doing, they can actually take decision to be part of us. That being said, what are the 5 keys? The 5 keys you can actually use to unlock any form of objection. Key number 1, be a consultant. Type it in the comment section. Be a consultant. Key number 1. Key number 2, don't walk away too fast. Type it in the comment section. Don't walk away too fast. Key number 3, understand your job. I just mentioned it. What is the job again? To educate and to help them understand, right? Key number 4, know why people object. And key number 5, expect, don't project. Did you get it? Can we all type it in the comment section? Number 1, be a consultant. Number 2, don't walk away too fast. Number 3, understand our job. Number 4, know why people object. And number 5, expect, don't project. If you got it, go to the comment section and type done. Fantastic. Let's move on. So let's talk about being a consultant. What does it mean to be a consultant? What does it mean to actually take charge? You know, you are a CEO of a multi-million-dollar business, right? And in this multi-million-dollar business, building it, the person who is most important is you. You need to understand who you are. You need to understand the role that you play. When you understand this, it comes from a point of belief. And then this belief is what fuels your confidence, your courage, and it fuels everything you do, your passion, your enthusiasm. So what does it mean to be a consultant? Very simple. Understand that we bring value by being a consultant. Understand that being a consultant is a sure way to bring value to the table. When you understand this, it's going to influence your posture, right? So when someone brings up an objection, so instead of reacting, You respond and not to react. Everybody type respond and not react. Respond and not react. So someone throws up an objection. The first thing you say, okay, your posture should be that of, okay, curiosity. That's really good. Let me be sure I understand you. Go to the comment section and type respond, don't react. Can we type that on the comment section? Respond, don't react. Thank you very much, Madam Angiode. So when you respond, it puts you in a place where, as in for you to respond, it puts you in a place where you are pausing, and then you're really paying attention to be sure you get what the person is saying, okay? So after hearing the person, okay, that's fine. Let me ask you this. When you respond, when you pause, you listen again, you can ask a question to verify what the person is saying. So you can ask, let me ask you this. Let me ask you that. Now, what are you doing? You're ensuring that you're clarifying what the person is saying. You're making sure you understand what the person is saying. You lead the person by being a consultant. Remember we said people are looking for leaders. People are looking for consultants. People are looking for influencers. Yes, that's the three things I mentioned yesterday. I got two yesterday. So I got it right now. People are looking for leaders. People are looking for influencers. People are looking for... I forgot the third one again. So you lead people by being a consultant, right? So when you're a consultant, you actually lead them. And that's the best way to add value. So what does it mean again to be a consultant? Being a consultant means that you're being real. You know your job to the point where you are very confident and you're speaking from a place of confidence. So you're not feeling attacked. You're not feeling like if I ask question right now, it will be as if I don't know what I'm doing. No, ask questions to clarify. Don't assume. Assumptions will always be wrong, guys. Okay? Be real. Have real conversation. Have real conversation. Have real conversation with your prospect. And then walk them through. What is the goal when you're having this conversation? The goal is to walk them through the objection. The goal is to build relationship, right? Now, the end of the day, being a consultant puts you in a place where you're not combative. It doesn't look as if it's a war. It doesn't look as if it's a struggle, right? Fantastic. So how to be a consultant who is excited and is ready to know how to be a consultant? Who is excited and is ready to know how to be a consultant? If you're ready, go to the comment section and type, I am ready. So how do you become a consultant? How do you become a consultant? You should have to ask yourself, what does consultants do? Consultants relax. Consultants breathe. If it's looking difficult and it looks like you're not understanding it, you can take a deep breath, right? And then have your posture. Your posture is intact. Consultants understand that it is not about me. It's not. It's about understanding what the challenge is. It's about understanding what's making this person to be stuck. And then it's about understanding how best can I use my knowledge, my expertise, and really help this person. Consultants show empathy. They show empathy. So it's because of the empathy that they are curious to know what the real challenge is. So there's this emotional posture of what? Empathy. Instead of anxiety, they empathize to the point where they are patient enough to understand what is happening, right? Now, what is stopping us on the way from being consultants? Inferiority complex. Trust me in this. Trust me when I say this, because people haven't built belief. This belief there is a fundamental thing. It is a fundamental thing. If you have not built belief in our business, you don't believe back inside somewhere in your mind that this business is real, that this business will work out, that this business has all it takes to get you to where you're going. It's always shown a consultant. Understand that the best way to understand that is by showing emotional posture, right? And then knowing that your belief is actually. Did you get that? You didn't get that. If you got that, type yes. So inferiority complex because you haven't built belief in the business. Okay? Now, you wish the world would just get involved. The reason why we feel bad about objection most times is like, I believe this thing is so real. Like, can't they see it? You're feeling like everybody should just jump into it. Let me be honest with you. If everybody understands our business and they are jumping into it, you won't have a business. Trust me. Because one person will tell the brother will tell the sister will tell and everybody is in the business. You don't have a job. You won't even earn anything because one advert, everybody signs up in the business. So it's not going to happen, right? I need you to understand that. That is where most of our challenge springs up from. So what does consultants do? Consultants, you become a consultant it shows in your words, your tone, and your posture. Your words, your tonality, and your posture. So when someone is showing objection and you're reacting, when someone is giving an objection and you're reacting instead of responding, when someone is giving an objection and you're all, as in your tonality, you're showing that, your physiology, you're showing that you're not comfortable with the objection, you are not a consultant at that point. So consultants respond and not react. Consultants respond and not react. Where does this show it? It shows in your words, it shows in your tonality, and it shows in your posture. Let's go and type it in the comment section, your words, your tonality, and your posture. Okay? Now, think of how best you can actually, how best you can react. Yesterday, we talked about it, how we respond in face of objection. We talk about the emotions that we show when people are objecting. We mentioned anxiety, being fearful, defensive, aggressive, anxious, unsure, you feel disappointed and everything, right? So now, why is this key? Why am I repeating this again? Why am I repeating this? Why is this an essential part? Everything is state dependent. Pay attention. And what shows your state? What shows your state is actually your emotions. What influences your tonality is your emotions. Your tone comes from your emotions. Your tone comes from your emotions. Once your emotions change, your tone will change. Trust me when I say this. When you're not in control of when your emotions are haywire, your tone will also go that same way. So practice and practice and practice this. Practice it to the point where okay, so practice this. Practice it to the point where you have come in control of it. You see, you don't learn these things in isolation. No, you learn it in the doing. You learn it by practicing, okay? So it's not just for the learning. I said your emotion influences your tune. Your tune comes from your emotion. Once your emotion change, your tune will change. Now, the reason why objection freaks you out is because you're freaked out. And when you're freaked out, that freaks out the prospect. And guess what? You cannot have any real conversation because everything is more like we're hitting the end of the road. There's no point having this conversation. Everybody is pissed off, right? What do you do when this happens? Learn to respond and not to react. Now, the next key is don't walk away too fast. Can you type it in the comment section? Don't walk away too fast. Don't walk away too fast. You know, we have this acronym. We say some will, some won't, so what, on to the next. Understand that objections are opportunity. If you understand that, you might not need to hold on this acronym so fast. Okay? Understand that. Now, the truth is that the reason why we're walking away so fast is that we want this feeling of anxiety to go away. We want this feeling of being disturbed to go away. We want everything else, but we don't want those negative emotions. That's it. We view this as a battle and we want the battle to just fade away. Let it disappear. Right? Now, what it shows is that your programming is still permitting you to see this as a war. Your programming is still permitting you to see this as the problem. So understand that you should not walk away so fast. So when you have the basic understanding that objections are opportunity, It will guide you towards the right direction. And then the next one is what? Understand your job. Understand your job. What is our job? Our job is to educate the uninformed. Our job is to help the blind see. Our job is to actually put in the right work in helping people understand the business that we do. Now, pay attention, whether you're doing this business or not, whether you're learning these skills or not, whether you're improving on your programming and mindset about this business or not, 10 years from today, you will actually be 10 years older than the person you are right now. So the question is this. What if you take it upon yourself to practice everything you're learning so that 10 years from today, you're going to be a different you? What if? What if? Wouldn't that be amazing? After all, you're not going to lose anything, right? Fantastic. So understand that. So also understand why people object. Why do people object? Why do people object? We mentioned that yesterday, but let's shed some light on it again. People object to sound smart. They want to sound smart. So they are seeing it as a war, as a debate. So this person talks, the opponent will talk, and then after the opponent talks, the next person will talk. So they want to sound so smart. They want to be there as part of the equation, right? And then another reason why people object is that they are seeking clarification. Guys, know this and know peace. This is the essential part. If you have this underlying belief somewhere, that people object because they want to seek for clarification, it will make you ease off. It will help you control your emotions, all right? So clarity, they're asking, how can I get clear? How can I get a clearer picture of what you're saying? How can I have a full understanding of what you're saying? How can I classify this? Can you say it one more time? Are there times when in your own learning experience, a teacher said something and you wanted that teacher to repeat it so that you can get it right? Are there times like that, yes or no? Fantastic. So if there are times like that, what makes you think that by saying something once, a prospect will grab it? What makes you think? You see, we learn how to forgive ourselves, and we are so hard on people most times. We don't learn how to forgive people, right? Same way, when you're learning something, you might need more exposure, more understanding, more knowledge to be able to understand it. That is the same thing that happens when a prospect is asking questions and they are raising objections, okay? They want to classify it. Maybe in their mind, they're trying to, so what line of business is this? Somebody was asking me, is it entrepreneurship? Is it this? Is it that? I said, just like I said, it's a mentorship platform where we focus on helping people build capacity so that they can become better entrepreneurs. And I said, is it blockchain? Is it this? I said, just like I said again, it's a mentorship platform where we train people on how to build capacity and become better entrepreneurs. He said, okay, I got it now. I said, it's not something you can hear over the phone. It's something that you really need to pay attention, study it, watch some videos, and get a clearer picture of that. And that was how I was able to clear that objection, right? So they want to categorize it. So when you understand this, most times when people are asking the question, they just want you to repeat what you have said. So calmly, being in control of your tool, just like I said, it is blah, 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 blah. And then you're establishing rapport. Most times you pick their words, and then you give it back to them, okay? Now we react through our posture and tonality. So how do I know when I'm reacting? Of course, you know now, when you're arguing with people, those emotions that you show. So each time you're doing follow-up and you're showing those emotions, you're reacting and you're not responding. You're not responding. And when you're reacting, it shows in your posture and it shows in your what? Tonality. So we structure, our structure most times is wired towards clarifying things. And when other people are doing that, we don't have the patience to understand them. So you need to pay attention and know that this is real. They are human and they are doing what real humans do. So most times they need time to understand. I've said this, right? They are buying time to absorb it. They are buying time to get what you're saying. They are buying time to really process what is it that you're saying. So don't feel so bad when they are doing that negotiation to buy time to really process what is it that you're saying, okay? And then most times it's coming from a place of limiting belief in themselves. It might be something around, are you sure I can do this? Everybody has said I'm not good enough. Are you sure I can actually run this business and get success? Limiting belief in self, limiting belief in the industry, network marketing industry. and also limiting belief about the business model. An average human being understands that to start a business, you need to rent a shop. You need to decide the business to run. By the time you put everything together, the structure of starting a business, it amounts in millions, 5 million, 10 million, 15 million. And then you're coming to tell them this business that they can start with 129,000 and they can be making millions. It is not in alignment with what they have already in their already existing program. Did you get that? Please know this and know peace. People understand that starting business requires huge capital. Starting business requires huge money to start. And then you're now coming to show them this business. You're now telling them that with 129,000, they can start making millions. In their mind, I beg. Anything that is fast is a scam. Anything that can give you huge money with small capital is a scam. That is their definition of scam, and they are associating it with scam. So be patient with them, be patient with urgency to really understand what they are saying and what they are not saying so that you can be able to address them properly, right? Most times objections are like reflex action. Reflex action. So your baby walks up to you to get something and they're asking for something. You say, no, it will cost you cover. Mommy, I want ice block. No. And then they keep on coming back, please, 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 please. And guess what? By the time you're looking at the price of the distraction, and then you can say, I beg, go and get the ice block. Your normal reflex action is no. You say the no, not even without thinking it, right? Mommy, I want chocolate. No. Mommy, I want this. No. That's more like a reflex action. So most times, objections are like reflex action. And what does professionals do? Professionals understand that, okay, they get training on how to be patient enough to tell you, okay, so I am here in case if you need any help along the line, I'll be here to help you. So that is the way we need to train ourselves. It's a reflex action. You want help and you're not willing to ask for it or accept it. Kids also show this, and then we show reflex action when our children are asking for something. You know, they are normal ones, they are constant persistence, and they never accepting no until you give them what they are looking for, right? So next thing, expect, don't project. Yes, people will throw objection. Yes, people will tell you reasons why they cannot fit into the business at the moment. Let it come from them. Don't be the one projecting. So what does it mean to project? What does it mean to project? Most times we apologize for the business that we do. Sometimes we project. Don't project. You might be projecting by saying things like, I know you probably don't have enough time based on the knowledge of who the person is. So you're talking to someone that you see that is very busy. You're saying, I know you that you don't have enough time, but please father me ahead of time. You're projecting, right? Don't project. We project our weaknesses, right? And by doing that, we are setting up objections for ourselves. Who says that someone who is busy, if they really understand how they can be making extra money to help the less privileged to expand their businesses, they won't be interested in getting the mentorship on how that works. So expect, don't project. Don't assume they will have it and then set it up. Don't do that, okay? Don't apologize for network marketing. You know why? For the network marketing is the best form of entrepreneurship for an average person with the lowest price of entry. Yes, it has the highest possible potential benefits so far. There is no business on earth that you can enter with low cost and then you can build something massive for yourself. You see the amazing support system that comes from our business. Here we are having this mentorship session this morning. If you're to evaluate this, it is actually worth over, as in it's worth in millions by the time you calculate all the mentorship you're getting, right? It is the best safety net ever. Zero risk. You're paying immediately and then you're getting your product. The ability to grow your dream and achieve your lifestyle is what you get in this business, right? At your own best time. That's the amazing part. The ability to grow your dream and achieve what you're looking for at your time. So what is it? In this thing that I explained now, what is it that you're apologizing for? No, you don't need to apologize. We have the best business on earth. We have the best form of business that can help enable you build entrepreneur muscles. Yes, understand this and let it spring forth. Let it help you. Let it be an enabler for your belief. Okay? Now, when people throw objection, what do you do? What do you do? Act surprised. Everybody said act surprised. When people throw up objection, act surprised. So someone says something like, I don't have time. Your reply might be like, what? Right? And someone is saying, I'm not a salesperson. Oh, that's funny. Come on. You're not a salesperson. You're trying to sell me that you're not a salesperson. You're good, you know. Very tricky. Wow, that's amazing facts to know about you. So you're like, so how on earth? Like, so you're trying to actually tell me that you're not a salesperson. You know what you're doing right now? You're actually closing me down that you're not a salesperson. You see, you're good, right? Very tricky. And that's an amazing skill that you have there. So the person is like, huh? So the essence of acting surprise is that you put that person in a place where they are doubting what they said. Someone is saying product is too expensive. Really? I don't hear that so often. Compared to what? Really, explain. Expensive compared to what? They might say, compared to this, that. Say, oh yeah, come on. You see, those stuffs are garbage. I mean, why on earth would you be comparing our products that has organic value? Everything is purely organic to synthetic products. Come on, that could be a joke. Are you saying if you're too cheap that you can't invest this amount of money on yourself? Remember, you're getting the product and you're using it for yourself, right? So act surprised. Why do you need to act surprised? The moment you act surprised, they question their objections immediately. In your mind, you're like, maybe my instincts are weird. Maybe I'm not really seeing this thing the right way. Objections are not real. They are using it to say something else. High Chief mentioned that. Now, in objections, there is what people are saying and what they are not saying. So there is a different thing they are communicating, and in the real sense, what they are saying is different from what you're hearing. The real thing they want to say is different from what you're hearing. So listen, ask questions when you don't understand to enable you get more clarification. So someone is saying, I don't have money. What they're saying is, you have not shown me enough reason to justify putting my money into this business. So in their mind, there's a belief that says, don't waste money on what you don't understand. That's just it. Don't waste money on what you don't understand. So it's just that belief that is speaking. For what we do, money is never an objection. Trust me when I say that. Money is never an objection. So what you don't hear, when someone is saying, I don't have money, they are saying, you've not shown me enough value to justify my money. So this is more like another waste of money if I don't know why I should do that. When someone is saying, I don't have enough time, what they are saying is that you haven't shown me enough value to justify my time. My time is so precious and I wouldn't want to waste it. When someone is saying, my family won't like it, all they are saying is, I have a negative experience with network marketing in the past. So when you hear this, you have a story. Tell me about it. Is it something you want to share? Tell me about your previous experience. And then by doing that, you're relating with their story. You're sharing stories of other people. I will always say this, be a collector of story. Be a collector of story. These stories will always come handy. Ladies and gentlemen, we have successfully come to the end of today's amazing Power Cell meeting. And we talked about what? The 5 keys to handle objection. The 5 keys to handle objection. And of course, in our culture, we are not just here to learn. We expect you to go and practice. Practice build perfection. Practice great mastery. So what are the 5 keys again to recap? Be a consultant. Don't walk away too fast. Understand our job. Know why people object. Expect, don't project. Thank you, everyone, for your amazing time. It has been an amazing time with you this morning, and I am super excited for each and every one of you who made